How can you tell structured from free improvisation in free jazz? Imagine sitting in a lively jazz club, listening to a band play. Some parts sound like they're following a secret code, while others seem completely spontaneous. That's the heart of the difference between structured and free improvisation in free jazz. Free jazz is all about pushing boundaries, but even within that, there's a spectrum. Some musicians stick to certain rules, while others throw them out entirely. So how can you tell which is which? First, listen for harmonic references. In structured free jazz, musicians often keep some connection to chords or scales. You might hear a bass line hinting at a certain key or a soloist playing around a specific set of notes. Even if they're not following a traditional chord progression, there's usually a sense of harmonic grounding. On the other hand, completely free improvisation abandons these ideas altogether. Musicians explore melodies and sounds without any reference to harmony, making the music feel more like a spontaneous conversation. Next, pay attention to melodic development. In structured free jazz, you might notice motifs or themes that get introduced and then transformed or revisited. It's like a story that evolves, with ideas building on each other. These motifs give the music a sense of direction and coherence. In contrast, free improvisation often moves from one sound to another without returning to previous ideas. It's more about exploring different textures and tones on the spot, with no clear thread connecting the parts. Rhythm is another clue. Even if the beat isn't steady or traditional, structured free jazz tends to have some rhythmic shape. Musicians might play with tempo changes or create wave-like patterns that guide the piece forward. Free improvisation, however, can be more erratic. Time might seem to disappear, with musicians playing in a way that's more about expressing emotion than keeping a beat. Listening to how musicians interact also helps. In structured free jazz, there's often a sense of dialogue. One player introduces an idea, and others respond in a way that makes the music feel like a conversation. Even if it's loose, there's a pattern or response that keeps it connected. Free improvisation can feel more chaotic, with players improvising independently and creating layers of sound that don't always seem to respond directly to each other. Instrument roles can also reveal the approach. In structured free jazz, you might hear a bassist holding down a pulse or a pianist anchoring the harmony, while others explore freely around them. In fully free improvisation, all instruments operate with equal independence, creating dense textures where no one is leading or following. Finally, consider if there's a framework or starting point. Some free jazz performances begin with a simple melody or a basic idea that the band develops. This gives the improvisation a shape. Others start with nothing at all, just a blank slate, and everything is created spontaneously. Both styles demand skilled musicians who listen carefully and respond quickly. The key is to notice whether the music follows some kind of internal logic, like a story with themes and development, or if it's more about pure exploration. Free jazz isn't random noise. It's a complex art form that can be organized or completely free, and recognizing these differences makes listening even more rewarding.